Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. Week 5 of Learning Magic. My name is Neil, but you know me as Nito. Hope you've been practicing, and I hope you have a box where you're keeping all your magic together. Keep sending me those emails if you have any questions. Last week we taught you a trick outside. It was very, very windy, and I kind of rushed it, so I just want to do this again for you. I have 3 cards. One of them is an odd color, an odd letter, a different suit. And if you're confused, check this out. The back is an odd color too. Now, let me see if I can trick you with this. Okay, where do you think the odd color is? This one? Do you remember the letter? It was like an ace. Do you remember the suit? It was like a club. Ace of clubs. Well, joker's on you. Now, the way this trick is done, you need tape. And please don't cut your cards that mom and dad use and then your older brother uses. Use an old deck of cards. You cut a flap and you put tape on it. You bend the tape over and you glue it on one of these cards. But make sure it's not sticking out. Okay? And then you have a second card that's close and stuff like that. Then you take the joker or any other different card, line it up perfectly in there, and then put this on top and put your thumb here. And then you can say one, and make sure to remember that this is the ace. One of these is an odd card, odd number, odd color, odd suit. Turn it over, and you have it. See if you can get a different color joker. So now there's the joker, and you can fool around by messing around like this and trick you. But you pick up the 2 different cards, and you feel. See, I feel for the flap, and I put this on top. And now I kind of spread it just a little bit, and I point. I use it as a pointer. I said, do you remember the color? Do you remember the letter? Do you remember the suit? And then whatever they say, up, joker's on you. Here's a new trick for you. I brought a piece of paper, folded in half, and it's got a hole. But just to show you how small the hole is, it's the size of a dime. See that? So we have a piece of paper folded in half with a hole the size of a dime. Now, I have a nickel and a dime. Which one is bigger, the nickel or the dime? Right, the nickel. I'm going to take the nickel, put it in there. Can you see it? Now I got to try to pull it out without ripping the paper. And I could do that. Watch. Oh, let me get it. And I didn't rip the paper. So, let me show you what to do. Take a piece of paper, fold it in half. So this crease that we made, that's going to be like an invisible line. You're going to take the dime and you're going to make sure the center of the dime is going across that crease. Put your finger on it and draw around it. So now you have a circle drawn that's the size of a dime. You cut it out, so you end up with a piece of paper like this. Now you show them in the beginning that the hole's the size of a dime, and then you make sure they know what's bigger, the nickel or the dime. Because you already made that fold, you put the nickel in, it really can't come through unless you pull hard and rip. So what you do is you kind of open this up and give it a little bit of a bend and pull it right through. Okay, keep practicing that. Here's a new trick for you. See these lunch bags you can see inside? Nothing in there. And this is a lunch bag that you normally take to school and stuff, but if I snap, instead of pulling out a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, look, you have a scarf. And yet, you can show it empty again. Now this is a trick bag. I put a little pocket in here. But as long as you hold it like this, with the pocket, you can't see that pocket. I'm holding it like this so it's kind of squeezed together. Before the trick started, I took the handkerchief, put it in there. So now I'm holding it like this, showing you, make sure you can see it's empty. You snap, close it up, and go into the pocket part and pull out the scarf. Now, let me show you how to make this. Let me grab some bags. And you're going to need 2 lunch bags. You're going to open up one. Now, all these lunch bags have a crease right there, cut right along that line. Get to the end of the crease and go to the corner. Go to this side, cut on the crease all the way down. And you want to go the same way when you go to cut on an angle down here. So now we're like this, and you want to cut this off. Now, let me get this out of the way. I'll put this here, put this here. What you're going to do is take a glue stick and glue this, and glue this. Don't do that because it might stick. So you're going to put glue stick here, glue stick here, glue stick here. You take that second bag, open it up, you put it in nice and carefully, line it up so it's lined up. Now we got to glue it. So you open up that bottom flap, put it on a table and press down so the bottom is glued. Then you see this flap? We're going to open that up and press down so now it's glued. Turn it over, do the same thing with the other side. So you're going to end up with that. And remember, when you go to show it, just hold it here so it's not flapping open like that. Show it like that. You can put your hand in there so it's empty. Always hold it here to keep the flap closed, that little secret compartment closed. Now, I just put this in and then produced it. Showed it empty, produced it. But just think of all the stuff you could do. You could show it empty, take the handkerchief, put it in the flap part, snap, close the flap, and look, it's empty. You could take a, say like a white napkin, put it in, snap, go on the other side, and already have like a red napkin on the other side, pull it out, so you can switch colors. The only thing is you want something that's really small and kind of can be really flat. You don't want to put like a deck of cards in there or a toy. So a lot of them think if you have any other ideas, let me know. You could take a piece of rope, cut it up, or string, cut it up, put all the pieces in the splat, but you already have another piece in there that's all together. So you snap and you reach in and you pull out the other one that's already restored. And then you can show the bag empty. So let me know if you have any other ideas. You know that my email address is neato, N-E-A-T-O, .magic@yahoo.com. Let me grab some more magic. We learned some magic with decks of cards. Let me get this open. Some of you might have these cards around the house, and there's a special trick you can do with these. This happens to be a Green Bay Packers, or New York Giants, a New York Giants deck of cards. All the cards there. Let's get rid of the aces. The jokers. I'm going to shuffle them. I'm going to show you a trick you can only do with these special cards. Alicia, just take any one you want. Show the camera. Okay. Put it back anywhere you want. Okay. We can cut the cards. We can shuffle the cards. That a good shuffle? Cut the card. Let's see if I can find her card. Think of your card. Think of your card. And I think I found it. Was that your card?
Yes.
All right. What's special about these decks of cards is they're called a one-way deck. See how there's a picture on it? They can only go one way. Then it says New York Giants. Let me show you another. These are bicycle cards. So you don't know whether this is... See, if I go this way or this way, they look the same. But with this, if I turn this around and put it in the deck this way, now it'd be easy to find. See how it's different? All the lettering is on one side. So what you do is, you have someone pick a card. Now you want to turn this around, but you don't want to do it like in front of people like that. So you say pick one, and they pick one, and you could do something like this. And then they put it back. Now what's nice about this is when you go to shuffle, you really arrange in the order of the cards, but you're not rearranging which way it's going. And you can shuffle like this. Remember I told you practicing these shuffles over the bed? So you could go like this all you want. There's going to be one card where the lettering is on towards you, and there's going to be one card with the lettering towards me. And that would be the card. Now, it doesn't have to be a New York Giants. It could be any card. Let me grab another one. It could be cards like this with a different design. See, it could only look one way. If I turn it upside down, it's completely different. So, have someone pick a card. They pick a card. Go like that. And then you say, you put it back anywhere you want, and they, oops, do it this way. Put it back anywhere you want. Close the cards, shuffle, and then look for the card where the back is going a different way than the rest of the deck. If you want to think they can see, you could hold it up like this. Now I'm coming to the one that I saw. Right there. All right. Let me clean up my mess. Here we go, boys and girls. You need a salt shaker. You need water. And you need a napkin. If I were to spin the coin, you have a 50-50 chance of guessing whether it's heads or tails. It's heads. But if I spun the coin and then I covered it, you still might be able to see through the glass salt shaker. That is tails. So I'm going to cover the salt shaker. I'm going to spin the coin. And now you can't see, so you have to guess. Is it heads or tails? Let's say heads. Yep, I'm right. Let's do it again. Do it over here. It's heads. I'm going to cover it. What do you think it is now? Heads or tails? Watch. Uh-oh. Here it is. So let me show you how this trick is done. You kind of need 3 hands for the trick. You explain that you only have 2 chances, heads or tails. But you might see it, so we're going to cover it with a salt shaker. And you say, well, you might be able to see through the glass. So let's cover it. Okay. What you're going to be doing, hopefully you're sitting for this trick. You spin it, you cover it. You say, have them guess whether it's heads or tails. So let's say they say heads. You take the napkin and the salt shaker and you just move back this way. You say, it's tails. Let's do it again. Then you say, what is it this time, heads or tails? Let's say they say tails. You come back this way and you drop just the salt shaker into your hand or the lap. Say, oh, look, it's heads. So I already have the salt shaker. And you just leave that there. You say, okay, what is it now, heads or tails? And whatever they'll say heads, you go, wait a minute, and smack it. And you pull it out from under the table. So everybody thinks you're concentrating on the quarter, whether it's heads or tails. But you're really putting the salt shaker through the table. And remember how I told you all magic has a surprise ending? This is a really big surprise ending. Because they might think the quarter's going to vanish. So let's go over it again. You take a quarter and you spin it. And you say you got to guess whether it's heads or tails. And you cover it with a salt shaker. And you say, look, you might be able to see through it. So let's cover it with a napkin. And you see the napkin will kind of keep its shape. So you say whether it's you spin it, you go heads or tails. They say whatever head. You go, nope, it's tails. See, you keep your hand back here. Do it again. Spin it. Let's spin it. Do it again. Heads or tails? I'll say heads. Same thing, you come back. See, every time you pull it away, it's the same move. Same move. So you go, nope, heads. Drop the salt shaker in your lap. Remember, everybody's looking here. So over here, you just drop the salt shaker into your lap. But don't drop it from up here. Bring the napkin so it's down. Now, you're not going to be able to spin it because both your hands are busy. So you just say, okay, it's heads up. What is it going to be now? Heads or tails? Whatever they say, you go. No, still heads, and you bring the salt shaker out. All right, boys and girls. Let me do a trick for you. And remember, keep practicing, keep sending me emails. If you have any questions, if you have any tricks you want to learn. I know that Carter guy keeps sending me mail. He wants to vanish his little brother. Okay, let's say we pick a card. I'll show you guys, I won't look at it. Okay, let me shuffle the card. Let's put it back. I won't look, we'll put it back right here. Let's cut the cards. Let's shuffle the cards. Let me see if I can find your card. I go like that. Is that the card? Let me look. There it is. No? 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 Wasn't the 7. But if I tap it, let's put it back in the deck. Cut the cards. Those are good shuffles. So it could be anywhere you want, anywhere in the middle, right? Let's take a look. Is that it? No? If I snap, look at that, it came right to the top. No, wait a minute, that's not it. If I snap, put this in there, snap. Is that your card? No? Man, I'm having a bad day. Snap. There you go. Alright, boys and girls, thank you very much. Keep practicing. Remember our true rules. Never tell how a trick is done. And never, ever, ever repeat a trick. And we're at a new place, an inside place. Finally, cards aren't blowing away. And let me give you a hint. This place has tracks. They're outside. And here's the windows where you come buy tickets to get on the tracks. But those tracks, they're not like deer tracks. They're real tracks. So whoever can guess where I am, first one to let me know, they win. Boys and girls, thank you very much. Keep practicing. I'll see you next week.